As an example of what I'm talking about, my post about delusions, a lot of times probably the best examples with, there's a few examples going on in my head. I'm trying to figure out which ones are best, but there's a delusion that I have about dogs being able to communicate in English, and they really can't do so. But the delusions worked with by thought to give me important information about how to interact with the dogs and the dog's mood and how they're faring here with my parents and the fact Athena emotionally she's a dog that was brought here brought to my parents' house without my mom really being aware of why she was triggered and uh, subconsciously affected, better say subconsciously right now, even though it's an error, to have gotten the dog from my dad. The dog's really powerful. My dad has a spinal injury, and the whole plot there was to complicate my dad's health at some point for him to end up dead, so that my financial resources would be cut off. My mom, um, she's not aware of any of that, but she's someone who's being affected because of all her brain issues that this comes through. So thought works with the delusion about the dog, so I know what's going on and how the dog feels about being here and how the dog's working. But when I'm in the delusion, when I'm thinking the dog is actually able to understand English and talk to me, or and have telepathic interactions, I just go with it until I get to the point where it's very clearly revealed that no, dogs don't have the capacity for English, even if they're telepathic. Um, you can interpret their emotions, and you might be able to give English statements like "Look who's talking," but that's uh, complete delusion. So don't be afraid of delusions at all. Use them when they're given to you. Um, I got to the place where I'm now where I thought uh, aliens were talking to me, that there was a collective of aliens and that they were giving me information and I was just animating the information. And that took me a lot further than the God delusion did, even though the God delusion is largely what got my life moving forward. Without the God delusion, I wouldn't have made it where I am now. Um, yeah, so delusions are very helpful. um, or help can come through delusion. But then you always want to be aware. Oh wait, okay, this part's the most important part. You'll be corrected. Thought corrects you. So if you have an erroneous belief or delusion, same thing. The it will eventually be corrected. So go with it as long as you're supposed to, and then you'll be corrected.